Hi. Humans are creatures of habit. Yeah, humans are creatures of habit. I remember the first time I heard that term, I must have been a teenager. And in the hood of New York, ciphers could be just born out of nothing and nowhere. They're not planned. You don't get an invite to the cipher on the corner. But this guy was like standing like right by the house. I don't know, but he was around the way. I don't forgot his name. But he said it. I must have been maybe 17 or 18 that I can recall. It probably was said within earshot prior to then, but I just didn't really pause and it lingered and the words carry, in my mind and in ears and shit. But yeah, ciphers could just sprout out of nowhere. That's definitely cosmic and spiritual. You don't get an invite, but you get a green light if they know you're around the way. That's how it was in the hood. Then they gentrified the hood, so probably for that reason, diluting it with the melanin recessive frequency to dilute the melanin surplus frequency, which is very, very attached to the ether and the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Melanin. Go and do your research. Google. Yeah, these videos aren't to convince you they are outlets. Yeah, outlets. I didn't say that in other videos. They were the outlets, okay? As you can see, I keep doing them. The audience is, I appreciate the audience. I do have blessings be to y'all, Ashe. But clearly it's obvious this is an outlet, okay? In heavens, when I do get the audience, hope they don't do me like they did Cynthia G. Shout out to CG. CG, girl, your natal chart must be one kind of strong. Fixed signs in strong aspected places, angle of fixed houses probably. I digress. But your creatures, humans are creatures of habit. Now I was into astrology in my teens, but not like I was. Not like how I didn't even realize the seriousness of it all. No, I don't care if you don't believe in astrology. You know why? Because the stars don't care if you believe in them. The truth is still the truth, whether you believe the shit or not. The stars, the cosmos, they way up there doing them. Every shit if you believe in them, and that what makes it even all the more mystical to me when I was younger. Like, they don't care. And I'm from New York, so every time you walk through Grand Central Station and look up, I don't think people was painting that shit for their health. I just don't. And the address 11 West 42nd Street, you see all the signs in the masonry. The masonry, you have to get permission to build buildings, especially in New York, anywhere, shit. Where the Caucasus done, cold colonialists done stole land, and all the stolen land gonna tell you need a permit to. And it isn't the psychosis. Oh gosh. Anyway, so humans are creatures of habit. And that's probably one of the most vilest habits on the planet. I digress. Then again, maybe not, a little bit. So, I heard him say that. I was like, oh shit. Because even in, not even being ethereal or mystical, in your school life, those teachers were habitual in their curriculum. Now I know they have to teach what they're instructed or told to teach, I had a couple of friends who were teachers and stuff like that. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't know. When I was young, I just sort of thought the teacher freestyled it. They was like, no, they tell us what to teach. I'm like, why don't they teach it themselves? What the fuck? It just, anyway. We won't get into mind control right now. You can look at Stuart Swirlow's videos or hear mind control. Yeah, a friend told me a while ago to watch him. And, she said, if you Google him, to pay that no mind if they talking bad about him. But that's how my mind works. If the hidden powers that shouldn't be are talking bad about an entity, I think that's the person that's probably likely holding and telling truth or something. If they're extolling them and lauding them and touting them and shit, I'm like, that's the one I should ignore. Malcolm X probably did that to me when he was, his famed quote about the media can make an innocent person look guilty and a guilty person look innocent. Okay, now that's power. Vile, fierce, foul power. But in this context of spreading information, misinformation to the masses is power. Because people are programmed to believe what mainstream media says. Most people, not you, not I. But in any event, when she told me to ignore the stuff said about Stuart Swirlow, I said, you ain't no problem here. Because if they're speaking ill about another Caucasoid, he's probably telling the truth. If they don't talk bad about their own publicly, that's very rare. So he must be holding some truth, because they detest the truth that much that, you know, anyone who speaks the truth, they would just mark as an enemy, including their own, you know. But I think it's 10 videos. I think they're titled Mind Control. But I'm back to humans are creatures of habit. The acronym, the title for this video. Alright, so that was said. I heard him say that as a teen. I was like, oh shit, that shit is true. And again, I wasn't as quote unquote deep then. What is deep? We all have the knowledge in our DNA, is all in us, but it's either dormant or activated. So according to your diet, what you eat, drink, sleep, what you watch, and what you do is whether or not that dormant DNA will activate. You know what I'm saying? So especially if you're surplus of melanin, the DNA, the data is right in the blood, which is called DNA. Okay. Where was I? Humans, yeah, homie around the way. And I was like, oh shit. You know, just your neighbors. People are habitual, like so and so mow their lawn on this day during this season, and sometimes it's like clockwork. You know, some people are unpredictable. You look at their natal chart, you can figure out why. For some reason, those are the ones that's disliked because they don't fall into the sheep mold, the cookie cutter mold. You know what I mean? The robotic mode that the oppressor wants us to be robots and cookie cutter robots, and you know, and sheep. You know, the sheep. And I hate the sheep because some of them sheep, because the sheep is harmless and sweet and precious, and I hate that, you know, the masses are deemed sheep, but the Lord above is true. You know, the shepherd is. In any event, there's a proverbial, you know, analogy. I'm sure y'all know that if you go around listening to this shit. Pardon me, I'm a little under the weather. But I want to get this off my chest while I was on my mind because I haven't forgot because I'm nursing this cold. I was hanging out with a friend, y'all. A beautiful sister. And she coughing and we asking her, we had movie night, you know what I'm saying? We went to see the movies or the and whatnot, you see what I'm saying? It was the Halle Berry one. And you don't care about the movie. Y'all saw what we saw. And I was like, are you sick? No, it's allergies. I'm a little stressed out, my allergy attack. Girl, you sure you're not sick? No, it's allergy. I'm like, oh my girl. Don't you know we got sick? Oh, my other friend who was with, she didn't get as sick as I did. I've been sick terrible. And then we went to the park and then the bugs. I'm like, oh shit. But I take my teas. I take my herbal teas, y'all. I'm pushing 50, so it could be the my resistance is low. I don't know, but I take all my shit. I've been taking my vitamins but you know, I don't be hanging out with coughers. Fuck no. And we asking you sick? Girl, it's allergies. Bitch, you don't goddamn allergies. You sick as a motherfucker. I told her that shit too the other day when I was with her yesterday. Look at me, I'm sick. And it was from you. She was like, I know, I feel bad. I'm telling you to get some oranges. I don't take no damn oranges. Girl, I'm going to get back with you and to get some oranges. And oranges, girl. And it's so hard to find organic oranges. Can y'all find oranges with seeds in it? Oh, you can find lemons with the seeds. But have y'all found any oranges with seeds? I don't even fool with it. I'm just chill. In any event, I digress. Back to humans and creatures of habit. So, back then in my teen years, I just listened, I read the horoscope column in Essence magazine since a little girl. Okay, mommy had the subscription, and you know, not the Essence writer. I don't do the Essence even still have a horoscope column. I gotta check. Not the writer for today. At the time on a Viacom, somebody took it over and bought Essence. They don't want no melanated people in that 10th house position. And I'm trying to figure out what does that mean. When it was a story that Carol's daughter sold, Lisa sold her company to L'Oreal. I'm like, a Taurus giving up a profitable business is bigger than just fiat for Taurus. It's their baby, it's theirs. And it's a fixed sign. I'm like, a Taurus giving up their business? And I really started to research. And I found that statue in the 70s that says they can just take over your business, especially if it's flourishing. Because a Taurus is smart enough to pay their taxes, unless they make up some sort of something. They tend to make up things as they go along. That's a habit. Isn't that been a habit for 400 years? It is to control and steal and make their stealing legal and make your stealing illegal. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, as soon as I heard a Taurus gave up her business, I said, bullshit, time to study. And in the 70s, it's some kind of statute code they concocted, how they can come take your business. And that isn't necessarily taxes. You know, a Taurus smart enough to pay her taxes. I don't know how they didn't do that, but it's when I know that statute. Y'all Google if you want to. And it's not just like, well, it can't be money because they already have fiat. They printed, they got their own machine. They print the fiat. It's something. It has something to do with power. Y'all know it's power, but something with the cosmos. The business is a 10th house, Capricorn, and that's Saturn. And they love Saturn. Some people say Satan, Saturn. They love it because it's the skeleton. Capricorn uses rules the skeleton in the body, and Saturn is it holds together the material wealth of the earth. It's like the earth skeleton. Saturn, y'all, it's deep. Y'all gonna study shit, but for some reason they don't want a melanated person in that 10th house position. Not for too long. This is all theory. Calm the fuck down. To the spies or monitors, let's say monitors listening, calm down. You ain't got that much of a crowd audience. You calm down. This is my outlet, okay? Yeah, they don't want melanated surplus in that 10th house position. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what does that mean? What does that mean to the cosmos? Because it ain't fiat. They got all the fiat in the world and stole the world. Okay, practically resources. And the more they steal, the more dissatisfied they are. Well, that's what Taj Tariq Bey said in his driver's license fraud video, the first one. You got to look at all 10 if you want to. But he says slavery is not natural. And right then and there, I got like an epiphany of sorts. I'm like, that's why they're not happy. That all the stealing they've been doing for hundreds of years, you would think they would be sane and satisfied by now. And Google Hawaiian rocks, Hawaiian lava rocks when they steal those from Hawaii. Okay, the lava mountains, the lava volcanoes, when they steal it and take it home as a souvenir, because they ruled by Aries, so they feel like they have the right to take. And the despair and depression and the real misfortune that happens to them when they get home and they do the math. I'm going to get to math in 1 minute. And they're like, well, we were fine before we went to Hawaii. What happened? And then they figure out it must be these rocks. You know, they have them in their house and all this other shit. Honey, they mail those rocks back to any post office in Hawaii or do. They don't give a shit with Hawaii zip code. Get these shits out my house. They mail that shit back, and you would think they would just instinctually, because you know Aries, you know impulsiveness. Aries was a Caucasian race. It is what it is. I'm gonna get to how I learned that shit in 2 sets. SCEC. Okay, sex. Okay. You would think with their impulsive nature, they would just throw it in the garbage. Some kind of spirit must tell them, no, that won't do. Mail it back to Hawaii, to its home, because the rocks don't want to be there. That's why that made me think of, see, my mind expands. I don't stop right there at the fucking rocks, okay? I'm like, is that the same with all stolen, every fucking thing, kidnapped, the frequency, when you steal something, the frequency on it changes. It just motherfucking do. It just changes. It's automatic, ain't shit you can do about it. So the rocks and the earth is conscious. She constantly regenerates herself. Per my school of thought, my tutelage, all different schools of thought. You do a video about your school of thought. Okay, here's mine. I can't speak to your education. I can speak to fuck to mine, okay? Sorry, y'all. I was sorry, brash to mine. That was for the bullies, okay? Thought police, motherfuckers. Okay, TPs. Oh, God. Oh, TP alert. You know what I'm saying? So when I read about the Hawaiian rocks, the lava rocks, I said, oh, shit. It is does not stop. We are one. Frankie, Beverly, and Mays. I don't know if we're one with the oppressor, Frankie. I don't know. When Hacoh went in that cave, he was bored and pissed off and created a test tube baby. But, oh, that Hacoh thing is a theory, a myth. How the fuck so? They do test tube babies in the fucking hospitals and labs now. What is you talking about? They stole everything from us, knowledge, information, too. Hacoh Jacob, when he went in that motherfucking cave. Okay, so I don't Frankie, Beverly, and Mays. I don't know. We are all one. If you made love, if you're a product of two people who loved each other, okay, even a product of lust, but you know, wholesome, sane, heterosexual sex, and you were produced from that, I still think you're saner than an angry motherfucker going in the cave with a test tube and some chemicals and shit. What the fuck he did there? Okay. I think humans should be born of love, making love, the spark of attraction. it's a different end product. I don't give a fuck. You see the videos on cloning, and they're like, oh, you can't tell. You can tell something is amiss. You know, if you sit with somebody that's a product of love making or a product of a fucking lab making. Or you love a lab, bitch. Or you love a lab. LAB is in baby. Or you love a lab. Something is amiss. The frequency, something is off. You know what I'm saying? If you come from hugs, kissing, and loving, that you know that human being too. And let me tell you, shout out to Ange. We was on the phone, and she was like, "Oh, it's always been that way." And we was talking about, other shit. I'm like, "What way, girl?" Insanity against sanity. I'm like, "Oh shit." So the insane people stay targeting sane people. They focus, they prey on sane people. I'm gonna get to why with that shit too, with the whole stolen shit. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. So, in studying the Hawaiian stolen rocks, I'm gonna get the human creature as a habit. The same, had oppressive been habitually the fucking oppressor for 700 years, if not, maybe 400 or 500. I don't know, they're 6,000 years old. But haven't they been the oppressor for a long time? They habitual and they oppressing shit, okay? So if you don't like the fucking way the story is coming, spilling from me, how the truth is bearing from my picture, then click off the goddamn video. I do this I'm still under the weather. I take my daytime medicine. I'm strung out a little bit. I'm sick from the cold. Okay, you click off. Shit. Pardon me, rational minds. Sometimes you gotta address the haters and the naysayers. Not those, not Rob's people. Those Hacoh. You gotta address the detractors that I call detricks, and the haters I call hatricks, because I get bored with words and gotta change it around. So, water the water, Papa. Papa doing dishes. Can y'all hear the water running from here? I don't even know. Okay, let me tell you something. As soon as I heard about the Hawaiian rocks, I said, "Oh shit." That's everything. Shout out RIP Rising Power Aurora. She used to put me on about the melanin. She's very, very astute sister. Listen to the Father Spirit. She used to tell me you can't lie to it. You can't lie to the melanin, because it's no truth has no beginning. But the oppressor want to see to it has an ending. He wants a synthetic world, artificial, every fucking thing. Okay, because that's how Hacoh made them in the cave. Y'all call it myth if you want. I say their behavior is very telling that Hacoh is, they know when they say God is a man, Hacoh was male. Their behavior is very telling that that God is a man who went in that cave and did that shit. And the cave is the womb, and Hacoh is the man with the phallus that entered that cave womb and do this fucking chemicals. Kemet is chemistry. Kemet is what they call Egypt today. They gotta change names. Africa's Alkebalon. Because John Africanus want to change the shit to his name. I call it Alkebalon. Its original name. Victoria Falls. Victoria is the wife of one of the Caucasoids. That wasn't those Falls' real name. The Earth itself was probably like, that ain't our name. I wonder if the Earth name is the Earth name. You see, research that and Tiamat come up. You see what I'm saying to you? Tiamat. Okay. So back to the Hawaiian lava rocks. I instantly thought about the turkey. Vultures. There was a documentary on PBS, some shit I was watching, just random channel surfing. What do we have here? Turkey vultures. And the turkey and the Moors. Be mindful of what they do to turkeys. I looked at that movie about last night. I was at the movie with the actress that was in the 50 Cent movie, his biopic. She's just a good actress. Ain't nothing on her. She got to follow script. When she threw that turkey out the window, I'm like, what are they trying to do? Is that something against Moors? What the fuck is that shit? And when I was in Virginia, there's some place called Trashmore. That's a park. I'm like, why? Because I was with my ex-friend, and I call her. I'm like, Rue, why is the title Trashmore? She said, oh, it used to be a dump. They dump the trash and stuff. I'm like, but what sane mind would hold on to the term trash if it was cleared out and cleaned and rebuilt and renovated as a park? Why not just, they usually name it after their fallen soldier heroes, or whoever stole Virginia. They usually name it after some person like that. Why would they even keep the title trash? And then where did the fuck more come? Like more trash? What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck part of the game is it with this damn title? She was like, I don't know. But she don't know about the Moors. She don't know about the Moors then. I don't know if you know now, girl. And you need to pay me my $80 that you said you would pay me. But, you don't have to. I just made it known what the fuck I gave when I went down there. I gave $80 towards gas and toll. But he took the way with no tolls, which is fine. But, you got to keep the $80. You was talking about what the fuck I didn't do. So I told you about what the fuck I did do. I contributed, okay? Okay. Alright, and came with gifts and housewarming stuff, and gift cards. I don't go nowhere no empty-handed. Okay, but that's off topic. Yeah, Virginia trash more. That it's just the Moors, just doing. You done stole the land. That should be enough. You done stole the knowledge. That should be enough. If you're somewhat sane, but that goes back to the Hawaiian rocks. When you steal something, the frequency change on that item. I'm not talking about going back to get your own shit like they did, like OJ did, and they threw him in the shit for getting his own shit. To me, was that a setup? I don't know. OJ, people like, oh, you sympathizing with a murderer. I don't know. He was found not guilty. That's not the topic at this moment right here for me with OJ. OJ, if you hearing this, y'all tweet this. He has a Twitter. I don't know. Y'all tweet it to him if he'll be a darn fool to get a Twitter. OJ don't get no social media shit. But if you listening to this and you know him, let me hear the shit in your phone. OJ, I don't know where Aquarius or Libras at in your motherfucking chart, but water sign's supposed to be psychic. That shit didn't feel odd. It didn't feel like a setup. Unless somebody they got that you really trust. As soon as they would say, yo, they got your shit over here, I'd be like, why you didn't get it? You knew it was over there, you didn't get it? Something just don't smell right. You should know. You're an athlete. You should know they're all about the win. Everything is a sport. Everything is a game to them. It's all up. When I looked at the Wall Street movie, the first one, and I saw the first one back in the days, it was in the 80s, with a motor man. Hi, Randy. Randy, you changed my mind about career, because once you work for transit, and this is New York City, y'all, MTA, that's a good job. He was a motor man, and he was still trying to pursue music and other things. And I'm like, I'm a teen. Lord, Randy, you was grown. Wait a minute. Lord, was I 17? I don't know, but no offense to Randy, I may have said 19. I don't know. I know I didn't go too far because I look young. But Randy, I think he was in his 20s. But, not grown. But I think definitely legal grown. He was a motor man because I was impressed that he was a motor man so young. Then he had this music thing going. Between you, Randy, I hope there was many Randys as motor men. I hope they don't go look it up. Oh, gosh. And you just tell me when you found $600 with your friend and gave him $300. And we talking in the movie theater. We should be shushed. No one shushed us stuff. And I'm like, why did you give him $300? You found it. Like, he found it. His hand touched it and found it. And it was like swirling in the air. He was like telling me he was swiping that shit out the air. I guess it was windy or whatever the fuck they was at. I said, why did you give him $300? He said, because he was with me. But you found it. He said, I know, but he was with me. So he could have been like a good luck totem or charm that I didn't even realize. That I may not found it by what, I don't know, but I wasn't even into studying spirituality, magic, and medicinal and all that stuff. As a teenager, I'm like, I would took him out to eat. Now, I'm a generous heart with my friends. I just took friends out yesterday out to eat, okay? We had good, Italian food was good. I treated the girls, yes I did. So I will feed you if I got to go out to do it. But that's what I told him as a teenager. I said, I would have took him out to eat or something, but you gave him $300? He said, he was with me. Oh, that warmed my heart to Randy. Oh, my head. So much happened sitting in there watching Wall Street. I think the promos was coming up. The promos were coming up and we were talking. Like, he was just changing my mind and making me think and look at life differently. And I don't even think that was his intent because he's young himself. Because if I think you're trying to school me or be deep, it may work if the shit is that profound. I'm like, damn, that shit was deep. And in New York, growing up in New York, you could run into a lot of conscious, deep people. Back then, the term conscious was not so frowned upon. I don't know why it's frowned upon now. What the fuck is the opposite of unconscious? But not that you should frown on that either. But I digress. Per se, depends on what's what, the circumstance, context. So Randy was like, no, I don't want to spend the rest of my life driving a train. I'm like, good heavens, it's a motor man. You got to understand the benefits. I don't know if transit still got good benefits, y'all. Y'all tweeted to a transit person and they answer shit, I don't know. But back then, that's all I thought about was the benefits. They got benefits. I mean, they had things if people got strung out on some drugs, they'd send you to the farm. What job if send you to the farm? I don't even know if they still do it. Things that got so racist and gentrified. They meant, you got to cut the budget. And they own the fiat printing machine. When I worked for that politician, he told me what New York did, okay? Just the 5 boroughs alone. And that was back in, when he taught us in 04. Who knows what they get now? Oh, jeez. But in any event, yeah, Randy really, really made me think of a different type of career other than transit. He made me think of just a different something outside of being a robotic employee. Like, express your creative self if you have that in you. And the whole thing of him giving his friend $300, because that's when I started, before I got into law with the academy. I was like, what is this whole acting in concert shit? Because when you in the hood, you can just be with a nigga, they round up all his fucking friends to the friends, but what the fuck did we do? Oh, it's in concert. They was like, concert? We ain't a motherfucking concert. We out here music. Funny, niggas in hood be funny as hell. And what the fuck is that shit? Oh, if you innocent, they'll release you. What the fuck? I don't want to go with y'all at all. Get in the paddy wagon. What the fuck for? Oh, just crazy shit. And then, not that I'm condoning that fucking bullying crazy shit. And I went to the motherfucking academy asking, well, what is a concert? What the fuck is that shit? The professors explain the shit. But I was just like, that's fucked up. Well, you could be innocent. I think that's the breakup ciphers. Circles, wounds, the cosmos. I really believe, and then I learned about Ogun and Ochochi, that pantheon, that's a crew. That is the breakup ciphers. It has to be. I digress. Well, I don't know if the cop on the forefront knows. He's just happy to be a bully and get a paycheck to do it. So I'm happy to be a murderer to get a paycheck to do it. Bill Maher had a guy on his show who cold admitted to the shit that they get secret incentives to. Never mind, you check the Bill Maher shit, okay? The guy was on the show via like Skype. Find it, okay? My coca's always telling this shit, okay? Where the fuck was I? I know this is a Humans, a Creature of Habit thing. Oh, Randy. He was with me. He saw him as a good luck totem. My other friend, Taurus. Hey, R. Let's call him R. Hey. He found money, too, in the bathroom at a restaurant lounge thingy years ago. And he didn't give the guy half. Who was with him, his homie, he a Taurus, too, that guy. He said, I gave him $100. And he found good money in that bathroom. I don't know, maybe $1,300, $1,400 in the bathroom. I'm like, just laying there. That's how you know it was real. He said, it's real. So he gave like $100, $200, but not half. And I asked the same question, well, what made you give him money? He was with me. I'm like, in the bathroom? No. He was at the bar still. But when I came out the bathroom, I was like, yo, nigga, you ain't believe what I found in the bathroom. He was like, I was like, damn, I should have went in the bathroom with you. Oh, damn. I could have found it first or some shit before you, whatever. But yeah, that whole thing, because they were with me, that's some spiritual shit, because I guess you're seen as a good luck totem. I don't know, would I have found this shit if I wasn't with you? Maybe you would have if you're a good luck totem and you're self-contained like that. But back to the Humans, the Creatures of Habit. So yeah, the turkey vulture, anything taken into captivity changes their so the turkey vulture does something with its wings or some shit. The whale does something with the things on its head. This is auto. They don't have a choice. It happens. The dolphins, something biologically different happens to them that stays that way as long as they're in captivity. And I heard that too about the woman's menstrual cycle. When you're not oppressed and you're eating a raw vegan diet, you won't get your cycle. And I saw a video to that effect, and I met people. I'm like, that shit is true. When you're not oppressed and you eat a raw vegan diet, menses go away. I said, no bullshit. They was like, no bullshit. But yeah, humans are creatures of habit. Okay. After I was into my teens, did I finish with Randy the Motor Man? I changed his name. I hope I changed his name. Oh, that's why I kept on the Wall Street movie segue into Randy. If y'all don't like segues and parlays, click the fuck off. Okay, Wall Street 2 movie. Wall Street the fuck 2. The second installment came out years and years and years later. When the actor Michael Douglas was in his office in London, some fucking where. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I told you I was under the weather. Pardon, it is what it is. Cancel. Like, by cancel that other shit I don't. Okay, the D-tricks and them. The Hatrix and them. Okay. All right. Now, when Michael Douglas' character was in his office in London and the young guy went to visit him, and he told him that he said at first it's to make money, but once you start making money, it just becomes a game. It's a game to mess with people. Some shit he said, I'm paraphrasing. Find a fucking movie. I said, oh shit. And I thought the whole humans are creatures of habit. I was like, oh shit. And it's epiphanies. You're not looking to go look at a movie and get deep. But when you meet certain people and go to certain classes and workshops, they start saying, y'all better look at movies. Don't look at them shits at all. You better look at it differently. And automatically you just look at shit differently. You'll just catch shit regular person won't. But I said, and I studied for my Series 7. You know what I'm saying? Y'all read more about that in the memoir. Hi, Jim Greco. He was so nice to me. There was an older lady working there. She was nice to me, too. Yeah, they don't know me as Wanda. Don't go back. You know Wanda? No, fuck, they don't know me as Wanda. But Wanda's the Wanda, okay? I enjoyed studying. I couldn't get it at first. He was like, it's going to metamorphosize and da-da-da-da. And things of that nature. But, you learn about the whole stock market down there. This is back in the day. Early 2000s I went. I thought late 90s. I know when I got my natal chart done. I stumbled in Mama Grice's workshop in Queens at the African Poetry Theater. Because I used to walk to work. And I would walk up the hillside and turn and walk. And I keep walking. And there's a Baskin Robbins on the hillside. And I said, if I go that way, I'm going to go in there and get me a frozen daiquiri ice, which was the bomb. It is delicious. I used to bring my own ginger ale or club soda because I don't trust the fountain soda too tough. They use regular faucet water most of them. It tastes fierce. And I don't know, do they clean the machines good? Not Baskin and Robbins, but the stores in general that got fountain. I'm like, oh yeah, it's sanitized. Here, use the soda. They're like, oh, be the same price. I don't give a fuck. Use the soda, shit. And it tastes better, ginger ale. But that daiquiri, that green daiquiri ice, that's enough to, oh my heavens. Your last final hour, if you love it like I do, I swear I probably think about daiquiri ice, people who make good German chocolate cake and coconut pineapple cake. Oh, they don't even make good cake like they used to. Oh, shout out to my sister-in-law. Oh, she used to make real good cake. Her rum cake, her mayonnaise cake. Oh, I know I'm going to think of food the final hour. Probably. I may think of the best kiss. Oh, you're going to think about the best kisses you ever had and your favorite foods from back in the day. Oh, my God. Now, how did I get on food, y'all? Hold on. What was I talking about? Wall Street? Oh, shit. Okay, humans are creatures of habit. If y'all can't keep up, fuck it. I won't tell you. I can barely keep up, and I don't give a shit. I'm having fun. Just releasing, pulling the water, bearing the water, bearing the waters. All right, now. But the humans are creatures of habit. I did the Wall Street. Okay, yeah. Humans are creatures of habit. Habits are patterns. Patterns are geometry. Geometry is math. Okay? Right after homie said that around the way, I started hearing math teachers say that. It'd be around the time the kid go, what does it have to do with life? They start teaching algebra and other shit. And somebody in class is yelling, what does this have to do with real life? Because as kids, we could tell is, they polluted the math and made it confusing. Because of math, like Stuart Swirlo said in his mind control video, he said life is really supposed to be simple. But, there was a Warren Buffett quote too. It takes a perverted mind to selly up something that's simple. Paraphrase. But y'all do his quotes, you find the shit. If you like, And I'm like, oh shit, because they, RP, shout out to RP, fellow astrologer. He was telling me in the inbox, we used to talk on Facebook, had me inbox, how they have the quote, in quotes, new math. And that was to make math so, the acronym for math is mental abuse to humans. Somebody wrote, funny as hell. To make math so complex and horrible that people will be turned off from it. Because math is life. One of my former other teachers, shout out to E. E, mama, what's going on? She was a math, my motherfucking religion. That's my religion. Because she told me this as a teenager again, too. She didn't use the term, he was a creatures of habit in that moment. But she said, everything around you can be weighed and measured. Every the fuck thing can be weighed and measured. Even you, your height, your weight, they taking that shit for your driver's license. Every motherfucking thing can be weighed and measured except air. That's why air signs are hated. Geminis are mutable. They know how to assimilate better than Libra and Aquarius. And Libra, you're the middle way. Y'all catch hell because people want to pull you their way. The others want to pull you that way. When you're supposed to be the fucking middle way. Oh, you ride the fence. Bitch, I am the motherfucking fence, bitch. Libras are supposed to be neutral. That's what the fuck they here to balance both sides of scales. Tell them, you see library? You see, I see library. You see how it's spelled? Okay. Tell them, you see how the book is said in Spanish? Libras, tell them to suck your motherfucking dog's, your neighbor's dog's dick and get the fuck out your face with forcing you against your will to choose a side. I'm indecisive because I'm supposed to be bitch. I balance the scales on motherfucker. I kick you off the scale. I'm my yacht, motherfucker. That's what you tell them, Libras. Leave me alone before I tell my yacht to kick your motherfucking imbalanced ass, bitch. Who you calling imbalanced? Y'all the middle way. Google middle way video with YP. Google that shit. Okay, find the shit. I mean, do what the fuck you want. As far as this context is, you know, you can do it. You can study. You don't got the 35 minutes. You here for a reason. And I ain't talking to the rational minds. If you have a rational mind, I ain't talking to you. I'm not talking to you. So if you're rational, you know, you already know I'm speaking from my barometer, not yours. Thought police, however, want you to speak how they dictate you should speak or don't speak at all. That's the slanted, wily psychosis of a thought police bully, okay? TPB, okay? Yeah, so she said that you can wait. There's no getting, no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter what religion you are, you can measure and weigh everything. Look outside, cars, everything that could be matter, tangible, you can touch it, you can weigh it. So she said this must be the planet of math. Saturn. Here we go again, the bones. Yeah. Although math is ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius use math and DNA. I always thought Libra. I still sit in astro ciphers and be like, because the scales weigh shit. That's math for your ass. So I'll bring up Libra and the people in the cipher be like, well, it's still air. Still the fuck air. Not air signs. That's why you hated air signs. Stay strong. Stay strong. And Aquarius, I know, is your key phrase. That's the sign of truth. I mean, I hate tricks. I know there's Aquarians who tell fibs. With the president having the whole planet in synthetic mode, all 12 signs could tell a fib. Some tell it they survive. I don't know. But I'm telling you what the fuck rules what. And truth is ruled by Aquarius. That's why they catch hell. Why the fuck they catch hell? Libras too. Good Lord. Geminis could too because it's still air. And it's the messenger. Tupac, rising power. Left Eye, rising power. Biggie. Boom. Boom. I'm telling you, it's the messenger. So if Lauren, I miss Hill, beautiful sister, she's about truth. I heard that prize interview with Love her, okay? That was a Libra and Aquarius talking. You know, I was all ears and air, okay? He said she's about truth. She don't give a fuck. She turned down 90 million. Her cut would have been, what, 22 million? That fiat, y'all keep that motherfucker. She says he's about truth. You know, so when a Gemini is divine, they are the messenger. And that must make the oppressor very weary. Your post office, FedEx, all that's Gemini. When you at the copy machine making copies, replicas, Gemini, okay? So they're here to relay information. They stand between the tangible realm and the spiritual realm. Okay, Hermes, they're going to call the pocketbooks Hermes, Hermes. I don't know why would they want the bag to be of Gemini frequency, the 5, Mercury. I don't know, I have to research that shit more. But, so when the Gemini's not righteous, they tend to be gossipy. They're here to give messages. They don't give a fuck. They believe in astrology or not. They can instinctually feel that they're here to pass messages. That's the Gemini's function. It also rules the arms of twins, the arms, shoulders, and the lungs. Shout out to the Geminis. Marilyn Monroe, John F. Kennedy. Mercury from high school. Hi, Mercury in the 80s in print. Mercury was nice. Mercury was freestyling nice. There was another guy named Gemini. He was a Gemini. He was a rapper, so they was good. He was saying, you sucker freshman, and I'm the boss. We freshmen were like, who the fuck is he talking to? I mean, he's a business initiation in high school. We went and took the test to get in this bitch. What the fuck? Come on with that bullshit. But he was nice with his. He was nice. Hip hop. Happy birthday. Happy Leo's. I did my Leo season video. Y'all check it out. Hip hop is Leo. It surely is. Its birthday is coming, August 11th, 1973. I learned that from Sagittarian Mind. Shout out to Sagittarian Mind. He had a blog when it was stellar. It was superb. And hip hop's Pluto's Virgo. It's a Mercurial. I digress. Okay. I have a habit of digressing and segueing and parlaying. See, humans are creatures of habit. Shout out to all the disseminated moons. Y'all know what it is. Okay. Disseminated information. If you born on a disseminated moon, you probably have an outlet too. Okay. But you discipline. We know how to reel it in. We know how to be disciplined. We know what it is. Okay. So now, humans are creatures of habit. Your natal chart show patterns and trances too. It's good that you know that. It's good your self-mastery. Okay, because the stars impel, they don't compel. Another teacher taught me, how Mama Hacoh, so she a Virgo. The Mercury, you see what I'm saying? So they don't compel, they impel. And your soul, God in you, as it said, can do what you got to do or scale back. But, you know, you have these impulses via the transits in your natal chart. Okay? They say history repeats itself. It's cyclical. That's probably why humans are creatures of habit. And then it's so saying that with the Cosby case, let me get this off my chest. And anything that they've delayed and pointing a finger at, and I'm not even a Cosby fan. No disrespect to him. I'm just not. I love the Cosby Show, but ever since he started chastising hip hop, he was like, oh. You use the other way you could say that, bro. What's wrong with you? So, you know, I lost interest then. But I love Felicia Rashad though, Queen, love her. Unless she says something crazy and kooky, but I love her. But like she said, it's obliteration of legacy. But my thing is, even working in law enforcement, they always want to know, well, why the delay in reporting? That of course they're not going to say this in his case or any melanated case on the public platform, but no, between my astro mind and what I was taught in the academy, I have 95 credits in legal studies taught by professors who are lawyers and judges, retired judges. No. That looking at Matlock all my life as a little girl, but not all my life. But you know, my mama liked Matlock, so hell, I liked it too. Columbo, math is all around you. That delay is weird. In this, you read Howard's in history books, okay? Howard's in get you some, okay? 1492 to present. Read his shit if you like, okay? It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? This is barren, water barren, okay? Right now, okay? Waters of knowledge, the truth, clean waters, okay? Who says I say? Dietrich, pardon me, rational minds. Hold on. Dietrich and Hatrix. Who says I say? Me. Click off. Why did you click on? I don't know. All right, so. Yeah, I know it's on YouTube to click on, but sane minds are not attracted to things that repels them. What sane mind is drawn to something that would repel them and make them angry? Oh, Toni Morrison, I love you, Aquarius. She said, I have no use for anger. She's quoted as saying, I don't have a use for anger because anger debilitates the mind. It narrows it. I like to expand and think in a righteous way, you know. Like Lauryn Hill said, I'd rather be righteous than right. Okay, so I'm not fitting a debate and win some invisible prize. The ego's so stingy, I can't be slave to it. But oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Just temporarily. Don't get happy, hater. Don't get happy, hater. Wait, what the fuck was I? Oh shit. Oh wait, no, I can't rewind this shit while it's relevant. Can I? No. Okay, humans are creatures of habit. Oh, Cosby. Yeah, we're in the history of America. I'm tempted to say spelled with 3 Ks. Where in the history of America have they waited 4 months to point the guilty finger at a black man? What's called a black man? When? Where? When? What the Caucasoids would call black, okay? When? It's not humans, it's not part of their MO, modus operandi. It's not part of their habit. They're ruled by Aries. Aries is not a patient sign. And Aries rules the ego. So Aries waiting 4 decades to point the guilty finger at somebody, and that math never added up to me. Any delay like that, and then you have computers, and then in school, math, even math in college, they had the medium, mode, and average, the law of averages, statistic classes we've taken. What are the odds of 50 people and not one of them have any proof? They can't say it now, of course, because it's not good. But math teachers I had would go, that doesn't make sense. At least one person would have proof. 50 people, over 50 or whatever the number is, they pulled up out the walls and out their ass. Probably, forgive me, spirit. Let me try to keep it diplomatic and politically correct. What are the odds that not one person have proof? Nobody saw a doctor. No, because doctors keep records. Hospitals keep records. Private doctors keep records. I know it's HIPAA laws, but you know, she signed a waiver to disclose that proof. No rape kit back then. What are the odds? I know they didn't have camera phones back there, but they had cameras. People like to take a picture with a star. You know, maybe he didn't allow a picture if this really happened in a private setting. But again, the patience in 4 decades. I instantly thought of what's the actor, Red Rum actor? Is it Jack Nicholson? I don't know. One of those actors of that ilk found out after years, 30-something years later, that who he thought was his mom is his grandmother, and who he thought was his sister is his real mom, biological mom, all these years, reportedly. Y'all can Google. And he said they were afraid to tell me. They thought I would get angry. He said, when in actuality, I'm impressed, because he says, what are the odds of 2 women keeping a secret for 30-something odd years? He knew that was rare, to be a woman to be mute that long. I guess when the secret is theirs, I don't know. You know what I mean? And Chris Rock stand-up, where he said, one of his famed stand-ups, if they had talking in the Olympics, a man wouldn't stand a chance. And the proof of this video is 45 minutes, and I'm talking with a sore damn throat. But some things you gotta get off your chest when it's on your mind. But that point is, women keeping secrets that long. They didn't tell an auntie or girlfriend or homegirl. No one. And this is a black man with money, and the way they would think of money, that especially if they're trying to get out of some sort of poverty themselves. You know what they called white trash back then. They still call it that. You know, coefficients of low fiat means. I don't know what they call it, but that's what they called it back then. So if they're trying to get out of poverty, somebody in their family, an aunt, because they call it aunt, not aunt, an aunt, name, somebody would start like, we have to sue that Negro, that fancy rich Negro. Yeah, so I don't know. Charge it to my math teachers, not me, because they would go, well, what are the odds of, it'd be less a number, like what are the odds of 12 people and not one person didn't tell anyone? You can look at forensic files and be like, well, he started talking, and so there's few men that keep a secret for 4 decades, let alone a woman who's known for being talkative. I don't listen again. If they're delayed in the reporting of allegations, and humans are creatures of habit, and this delayed thing is very brand new, from when it comes to they accuse Emmett Till right away, and he was innocent. They accuse you right away when you're innocent. So if you're guilty, then you know it's been like 1.45 seconds. They're probably shocked that you have the nerve to do something like that to Becky and child. Again, if the data is delayed, I'll be damned if I believe it. That's it, because it's not part of the habitual pattern of this country. It's just not. Alrighty, so humans are creatures of habit. And why so? Because this is a mathematical dimension. And you hear humans talk like that. Well, you know, the math don't add up. How does that fit in the equation? Humans automatically talk like that. They just do. The hidden powers that shouldn't be watch your patterns on social media. They watch you to determine your next move. You know, or your next inaction. You could be sedentary, and you know which is they prefer. Yeah, I don't think they like it when melanin surplus is active, and that makes them weary. But and don't be active with support and following, and people love you. Oh my heavens, very very worried. They work very hard to get people to unlove you quick, even if they got to concoct a story to do so. That's just my take. Again, the whole fucking channel is my take. I think I'd be right in. Yes, I said I be. Why? Because I can. I think I'd be right in my take. Yeah. You ain't got to agree. You ain't got to click on. This is an outlet. But for me, not for you, for me. You get your own video channel. Make your outlet. I'm not being defiant. I mean logical. Sanely logical. Yeah. So, yeah. Know that everything can be weighed and measured. It's a mathematical dimension. Math, Maat, matter. You see the spellings? Math, Maat, matter. And Maat is a Libra frequency. Libra rules Asians, they say, too. And they really into that feng shui and that balance. Yeah, Libra rules Asians. Aries rules Caucasians. And look at the word Caucasian. Aries got half that word to Cauc, and Libra got the Asian. Look at there. See? And Pisces melanated. Virgo rules Jews. If you're not astro minded, you probably won't click for you. But this is per my astro school of thought. We went to different schools. That's fine. You matriculated where you look matriculated. Yeah, you matriculated where you matriculated, and that's why they call it. That's why they call it cancer. Because the suppression of women, so they put a patent. They create a disease, put a patent on it, and take the zodiac sign, which is the mother of the zodiac. Astrologers, I hope y'all studied up. I stay studied up. Was that Candy song? I stay prayed up. I stay studied up. Okay. Brain is predator. Brain. Preypara. I'm not singing like Andrew Cole. I'm telling you, I stay studied up. I would sound better. I have a cold, y'all. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm at 50 minutes. Listen. Oh, 50. I dreamed about you. I surely did last night. It was a wee hours this morning. Hell no, I ain't telling y'all to dream now. I'll tell 50. Ever meet him, y'all tweet this to 50. The rapper, in case you don't know. Anyway, y'all better know. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go. I think I got it all out. Yeah, humans are creatures of habit. In 28 rooms. You can see the movie 28 Rooms. Remember when he told her, she said, I'm an accountant. He says, you just move numbers around the paper. You don't do anything creative. And I thought right then and there, that's why they hate melanin. They create your creative power, and prowess comes out of the melanin. That's allotted to you. Yeah. And Pisces, very creative. We are very creative people. It's that Piscean frequency. And it's the eldest sign. Aries is the youngest. Why they're the youngest race on the whole planet. And Pisces is the eldest. Why it's been told and said and taught that melanated people are the original people. You ain't got to believe me. I don't speak to your belief system. I speak to mine. Different schools of thought. All right, y'all. Bye. She